Imagine, for a moment, the atmosphere surrounding St. James Park. A gentle breeze sweeps across the stands, carrying the distant echoes of conversations between fans still wandering timidly through the stadium. There is something almost tangible in the air, suggesting that important decisions are about to be made, changes that could shape the future of Newcastle United. Every rumor, every whisper behind the scenes, sparks curiosity among those who follow the club closely and those still trying to decipher the board's next moves. It is one of those nights where every stir feels amplified, and fans sense in their hearts that something big is coming. As supporters debate potential signings and speculate on future plans, the sense of anticipation grows. Rumors circulate in the corridors of the club and in the cafes near St. James Park, bringing with them theories and debates about reinforcements, contract renewals, and management strategies. Every comment from analysts or insiders carries weight, and fans begin to wonder what will be the next move that truly makes a difference. If you want to keep up with every development and never miss a detail of these unfolding stories in Newcastle, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay ahead of the game. Behind the scenes, reliable sources indicate that Newcastle's management team has been working quietly, yet intensely, to ensure the club's top talents remain firmly inside. The club appears determined to avoid repeating the mistakes of previous seasons, when negotiations dragged on for months and created instability within the squad. Observant eyes notice a concerted effort to consolidate the team's core, valuing key players who could elevate the Magpies to new heights in the Premier League and, perhaps, the Champions League. Patience and strategic planning by the club are beginning to signal that something significant is on the horizon. There is, however, one player who has captured particular attention: the Brazilian who became a central figure since his arrival from Lyon in 2022. His swift adaptation and immediate impact have made him one of the most recognizable faces of the PIF era at Newcastle. What has not yet been officially confirmed is that the club is preparing to make a strategic decision about his future, a decision poised to shake the market and catch the eyes of rivals. Every fan who follows Bruno Guimaraes knows he is a crucial talent, yet few expected the board to be ready to act so decisively. To make sure you don't miss any updates on this story, subscribe to the channel and follow our exclusive coverage. Finally, the details start to take shape. Newcastle United is on the verge of initiating negotiations to offer Bruno Guimaraes a new contract, even amid persistent interest from Manchester City, who remains silent regarding the player. According to Pete O'Rourke of Football Insider, the Magpies are determined to keep their Brazilian midfielder in Tyneside and strengthen his role within the club. Over the summer, Newcastle rejected City's proposals and have no intention of letting Bruno go, seeing his presence as essential to consolidating the squad and avoiding a repeat of the transfer saga that recently involved Alexander Isak. O'Rourke highlights that Bruno is happy at the club and that the board wants to reward him for his performances and loyalty. With a contract running until 2028, he is considered central to Newcastle's future plans, especially if the team manages to compete in the Champions League. The contract renewal has the potential to secure not only the player's stay, but also reinforce the club's ambition to build a solid squad around him in the coming years. Expectations are high, and fans can sense that the club is taking concrete steps to strengthen its position both in the market and on the pitch. Meanwhile, Manchester City continues to observe from a distance, with Pep Guardiola maintaining interest in the player but making no visible moves. Newcastle's patience, combined with its clear strategy of valuing its talents, shows a club focused on long-term results. Bruno, for his part, has maintained a professional stance and already declared himself a true Geordie, deepening his bond with the city and its supporters. The combination of talent, commitment, and strategy makes the current situation even more intriguing, with each decision potentially having major implications in the coming months. For fans tracking every movement at St. James Park, this situation represents more than just a contract negotiation. It reflects Newcastle's ambition to remain competitive, ensure the stability of its key players, and create a solid foundation for the future. Every step the board takes is scrutinized, analyzed, and debated, and the outcome of these negotiations will be crucial in determining whether the club continues to grow in the Premier League and beyond. If you're not subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to join us and follow every update in real time. Reliable sources confirm that Newcastle is using all its persuasive power to convince Bruno to sign the renewal. The board understands that keeping key players is essential not only for immediate results, but also to attract other talents and consolidate a winning culture. While City watches from afar, Newcastle moves forward confidently, showing that strategic patience can be as powerful as impulsive market negotiations. As the story unfolds, the tension between ambition, talent, and strategy creates a unique atmosphere for Newcastle supporters. Bruno Guimaraes' role as a central figure in this project is undeniable, and the conclusion of this negotiation could redefine the club's future for the coming years. To ensure you don't miss any detail about this and other hot Newcastle topics, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to stay ahead of the news. In summary, Newcastle United is showing that it is not merely reacting to the market but taking charge of its decisions. Bruno Guimaraes' renewal represents a tangible step towards stability, growth, and competitiveness. With Manchester City silent and the local club acting assertively, expectations are that this move will strengthen the squad and solidify Bruno's position as an irreplaceable component. Every fan at St. James Park can now closely follow this story, which promises to mark Newcastle's trajectory for the years to come.